Tottenham thing. But with Morgan Gibbs, he said, you know what? Let's not play games. It's long. The brother wants to come to Tottenham. Rather than going back and forth with Macaroni, with the Macarena, we're not going to do any of that, macaroni and cheese. What we're going to do, is that we're going to give them the release clause, no long thing, come to my club, do your medical, boy, and join my club. And just so you know, Gibbs White was in London, release clause was triggered, money was ready, and he was ready to rock and roll. And then Macaroni decided that he's going to do this bad man forward thing. Now, I look at everyone on this panel, get me, and I say this. What are we doing for football when we are allowing the cartel to take control? That's all I'm saying. Because it was very clear Gibbs White was feeling very awkward and uncomfortable in the moment. My man had just gripped him before the camera went on by the neck, and he had said a few things in his ears. I don't blame the kid. I don't blame him. If I was in that same situation, I would have had to put on my best acting skills too. So this Wolfie, and then what Wolfie has to understand is, as soon as Nottingham Forest did what they did, the players couldn't wait to leave. Can you imagine that? After all that bluster, Elanga was like, yeah, I'm gone. Gibbs White was like, yeah, I'm gone. And it was looking like an embarrassment. How can Nottingham Forest have their best season and then start to lose their best players one after each other? It was looking very, very peak. So for me and my club, the fact that Gibbs White had signed, was it a year extension or something to his original contract, shows you that he don't want to be in Nottingham Forest, Sherwood Forest, Longleat Forest, Everdeen Forest, Yellowstone National Park. Nobody wants to be in no forest. Do you get what I'm saying? He wants to be in London with the bright lights. Do you get me? So, Wolfie, you can't chat rubbish to me, because if you want to come on this show and start shaking your bum for some dodgy stuff that's going on behind the screen,
no, that's just Deji.
I'm gonna have to look at you differently. As for my club, can I just say this last comment? And my brothers on the panel, you lot know it's the truth. Look, Gibbs White, it's unfortunate that didn't get over the line, but I think Gibbs White is more vexed than Spurs is vexed. For me, Gibbs White was always a luxury. It wasn't a necessity. You get me? We've already got Madders. We've already got Kulusevski. What we were doing was building squad depth. Whereas Gibbs might play on Wednesday, Madders on Saturday or Sunday. I didn't really care. That's what big teams do, baby. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go and get somebody else. Do you get me? But as for Gibbs White, and that's the difference. So hold that, and hold that, Wolfie.
You done?
I'm done, bro. You already know what
You're done. You're done like your club, yeah? You're done.
We're not done, bro.
No, you are done. Bro, because the bit that tape didn't show was the final bit where you said you're going to be in a title race because you're signing Gibbs White. Yeah, Cal, I know, Cal. I know. People call me deluded. But this guy talking about Spurs in a title race.
Relax. Chill, my
you denying it. You denying it, Dej.
I didn't say Spurs is winning the league. I just said that.
I just say you said that. I said the title race.
Yeah, we're part of the race. Why not?
Oh, Deji, check your mirrors, bro.
Oh my God.
Check your mirrors, Deji, brother.
Now, what are you talking, bro? Now, you check your mirrors.
Whoa.
You check your mirrors, bro. Why are you shaking your bum for what?
He's like,
pause again. Pause. I don't twerk. Pause. Deji.
Let's not try that.
So because you're going to sign Morgan Gibbs White, you'd be in a title race.
Yeah,
bro,
that's what I said.
I felt with Gibbs White and Kudus, bro. Let's understand the dynamic with Kudus and Gibbs White. That kind of formation there, that little relationship, that chemistry was going to do bits. But
what about
that's irrelevant, because what these men have done is open the door for us to go for bigger and better than Gibbs.
Like who are you getting? Who are you getting?
Right looking at I know that there are murmurs, and I actually think this is even going to be cheaper. There's murmurs that Spurs could go in and get Paqueta, and for 30 mil, I don't think that's a poor deal at all.
50. They want 50 mil. They want 50 mil.
Yeah, but I reckon we could get him for about 30. Let's be real. They don't want him.
You're gonna knock 20 million off the asking price.
Bruv, the figure going around since yesterday.
You just triggered a release clause and still didn't get a player.
Bro, you know, like Tottenham, that's what we've been doing, bro. We've been getting players below their release clause. We did that with Kudos as well.
What do you mean been doing that? You've done it once.
Wait, Dej, please. Can you explain?
I'm just saying.
No. How about this? Name the actual player that you have been heavily linked with from England in Liverpool.
Silence.
You're about to fund Isak. Bear in mind, if that's the case.
We're not going in.
Say his name. He's from London.
That's fake news.
Why is it fake news? Because you don't want to hear it.
Also, fake news is they're not funding Isak.
We're
rich, bro. We're rich. Yeah, no one's funding Isak for us.
Wait, but can we get back to the point here, please, boys? Because Deji, I need this question answered. How does your club trigger a release clause and still not get the player?
Dark.
Because if you're dealing with the dark web, then anything like one there, bro. That's the truth, bro. And unfortunately, Macaroni, he's a brother that we really don't know what he's been up to.
Well, but you boys tell me, you're not telling me that Levy.
The only other person, and I need to be careful what I say, but and I don't mean it in a disparaging way. The only other person that had this sort of power was Abramovich. I remember that time where he took John Terry and Lampard to the middle of the ocean. Do you get what I'm saying? He whispered 1, 2 things in the air. They came back different players. I don't know what was said on that boat. None of us do. You get me? There's a reason why that conversation took place in the middle of the ocean on his yacht. I don't know. I'm not saying anything. I can't pass judgment on Macaroni. But what it was clear was that brother, Gibbs White, was looking very sheepish and very uncomfortable. And if that's what we're going to be allowing, intimidation from bosses to do certain moves, then I think football's done.
Wait, are you saying that if a player wants to leave, then you shouldn't keep him? Is that what you're saying?
If a player wants to leave, let him leave.
Is that what you did with Harry Kane?
Oof. Yeah, we let him go.
Did you?
Yeah.
You didn't hold him against his will?
Oh,
what, like Morgan Gibbs White?
Is a Spurs fan. He loves Tottenham.
He's not. He's an Arsenal fan.
He wanted to help. He wanted to help us out.
He's an Arsenal fan.
When he realized it wasn't going to happen, he did his thing and he left, bro. But nobody wants to stay.
What about Modric? Did Modric stay?
Can I just I'm genuinely asking the question here. Like, apart from a couple of museums, what have you got in Nottingham?
Hooters.
Can you see why the players want to leave, bro?
Bro, if I took you out on a night in Nottingham, bro, you wouldn't leave.
Wait, can we rewind? Can we rewind? Hold on. Let's rewind to about 4 minutes ago exactly. What do you mean title?
Please, yes. Title race. Let's get the wording right. Title race.
Yeah, get it on your TikTok.
Are you asking me?
Yeah. You said it.
Okay, look, bro, let's be real. I'm looking at Man City, great business. So we know that they're involved. Obviously, Liverpool, especially they do this madness. If Liverpool get Isak, it's over. They've won the league. But for now, Isaks have done, Liverpool have done their thing. And we know that they're going to be involved just based on the business. And I was saying that Chelsea, even I can say that, and I don't like Chelsea. Chelsea, based on the business that they've done, we expect them to be involved. We're not saying that they're winning. We just expect it to be a lot tougher for maybe Liverpool to get over the line. Let's be real. Last season was a bit of a joke. It was a clown fest. Do you know what I mean? Barely got out of gear one.
So what about Spurs?
He's dancing around it.
Spurs are going to be in. Spurs are going to have a say in how that league is going to be won. Whether we're going to be involved in the top 4 battle. Maybe we might knock a few points.
No. You said title race. You said title race, which means you're involved.
For me, once you're in the top 4 and we're battling it out, that's the title race.
You say
Not
top
saying
four?
we're gonna-
So wait, hold on. So we're Forest in the title race last season, Deji.
Bros, he got that.
You
No,
lot were in the
Wolfie.
title race.
Apologies,
You were in
Wolfie,
title,
apologies.
but when I was saying that last year, you were mocking it. You changing.
Deji top. Hold on, Wolfie.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
Deji
yeah.
top 4.
Why not?
I mean, because there's 4 teams better than you minimum.
Who's better than Spurs? Name them.
Deji, is this?
It's
All right,
quicker
Liverpool,
to say who's
Me
worse than
personally-
Spurs.
Go on.
Liverpool, Man City,
Yeah.
Arsenal, and Chelsea.
Now, there's one of them that I take issue with. Cal,
Which one do you take issue
Newcastle,
with?
Villa,
Just because
Forest.
the
No, hold on.
red
What's the name? What's the name of the
just
team you take?
because the red Tottenham signed the Swedish Ollie Watkins, don't make them involved.
So let me get this straight. When was the last time you finished above Spurs? So
Last time you-
above
wait,
Arsenal.
wait, hold on. When was the
I
last time you
finished
beat
above
Arsenal?
Arsenal 4 years ago.
Okay, so in the last
4
4
years
years,
ago.
no,
Yeah.
wait. In the last 4 years, you finished below Arsenal. This summer, you've arguably said they've strengthened their squad.
How? Okay, they've got the striker in.
How?
They've
I
got their
don't like
striker in.
Arsenal,
What else
but
have they? Apart from the striker, how have they strengthened their squad?
Well, they've signed
No
another
God.
defender.
Pepper's crap.
Pepper, Mosquera.
Madueke is crap. Who else is crap? The other
Wait,
brothers.
is
crap.
Norgard crap,
Everyone's
Deji?
rubbish.
Is Norgard crap?
Norgard's rubbish, bro.
So
So what were you
have
trying to
bought
get
this
him,
summer?
man?
Hold on. Deji, who have you
Zubimendi
bought-
that everyone keeps chatting about. Is Zubimendi better than Partey?
In some areas, in some aspects,
some areas,
potentially,
yeah.
yeah.
No, bro.
Yeah.
No, he's not better. Not better
Is he
overall.
better than
overall.
Jorginho? Is he better than
Deji,
Jorginho?
who have you bought this
better
summer?
than Partey overall?
Deji, who have you bought in this
I
summer?
think so.
So far, my brother, we've got Kudos, and there's a couple other brothers coming through. Morgan Gibbs should have come
No.
through.
I asked who's
looking at
come,
Whistler.
who's come to Tottenham so far? Who's at Tottenham
We've
right
got
now?
Kudos like, so far.
Ku-
How-
so
how-
Kudus-
did
you
he
signed
s-
one player?
did he score? Did he score against Luton
No,
already?
Cal,
Did he
he's
score?
lying. He's lying. They've signed 4 players. They've signed 4.
Cal, you're one of the brothers on YouTube that I respect the most, so you need to be careful, bro. Because I'm quite sensitive this evening, you know what I mean? I'm very sensitive, so watch out. Let me tell you, one as to why you need to just hold it for my
No, tell us
team.
the 4 players
Last
you've signed
season,
already. Tell us.
Everybody knows that last season Spurs were under a madman in Postecoglou. Whether you like it or not, it was a madman. Yeah, can we all agree with that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
Oh, my chest,
we have
man.
seen my manager Thomas Frank pretty much do miracles with no players. Yeah, he's had an idiot
How was that
basic-
miracle against Luton midweek?
an idiot basic squad.
Wait, what about the other one? What about Wickham?
Yeah, was it Wickham?
Both of them.
Thomas
Both of
Frank
them.
has bigger
Same
and better players at his
Both of
disposal.
them, yeah.
What happens if Thomas Frank brings Udogi back to life? If he brings Van de Ven back to life and he doesn't get injured?
Oh, it looks like
If he brings Romero back to life and he doesn't get injured?
Son might
If
be
he brings
leaving.
Pedro Porro back to life and doesn't get injured? What happens if he brings back Basuma? Everybody knows, even Chelsea, even Brighton fans will tell you, prime Basuma.
Yo, bro, Son's leaving. Your boy Son's gone.
That's from Brighton.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
Deji,
I'm
Son's gone.
All you
In a
got to
bit.
do is bring them brothers back to life,
Oh, God,
and
yeah.
we've got a new squad, bro. It's not that deep.
No, but if you bring those players back to life, the best you're probably finishing is 6th, bro.
I'm telling you now, yeah, as well. No one is scared of a lineup, yeah,
best.
with Ikudu Solanke
With
and,
these guys.
and Matthias Tell is not moving the needle, my brother.
Can I just, Carl? If Prime Basuma comes back? Prime Basuma that Brighton fans have told you is better than Prime Caicedo. If we were to get Prime Basuma, who's better than him?
Caicedo's better than
But
him.
you're not going to get prime Basuma back.
Balaba's better than him.
Thomas Frank has done miracles with lesser man. Is
Wait,
it not?
tell me about these miracles.
Yeah,
what
yeah,
what he
let's
won
know
with
about
these
these miracles.
miracles?
Hold on, but
What's he won?
that's like me saying if we get prime Joe Gomez back, then we don't need another centre back.
I bring prime
Why
Stan
don't we-
Collymore
why
back
don't-
as
why
well. You know
don't
what I'm saying?
stop making Prime?
I'd
That's
just bring back
part
Prime
of the
Man
reason why
United.
I've
Why
got
not?
so good at it.
Okay, Deji. One thing we're not going to do is question Arne's
team
slot
changes
right
each
now.
week. I
That's
don't have a
that's
prime.
something we can't do
Right.
right now. In a season's time, you might.
Cal, don't let him deflect. Don't let him deflect.
You said you're in a title race, and you're based off the hopes of Prime Basuma coming back and Prime whoever else. Basically, has Tottenham, you know what? Your biggest prime is actually winning nothing. Do you understand? In the Premier League era,
Wow.
your biggest prime is nothing.
That's violent, bro.
Won something 2 months ago.
Yeah, you know, but I said Prime Tottenham won nothing.
Yeah, but bro, that's back
So it don't
then,
matter what primes you bring back. You've never had an error, and you never will have an error.
And when they win something, they sack their manager.
Bro, things have changed just like AI. Things have changed. We've moved on, bro.
All right, all right. But that's a good.